Alright, today's project. We're replacing the exhaust from the muffler back on a 2011 Chevy Equinox. Now I will tell you that exhaust work is not one of my favorite things, especially with no lift, laying on the floor and all that business, rust in the eyes, not real pleasant. It's not difficult, it's just not fun. But I called around and for what they wanted to replace just the muffler, I bought all the parts. And I'll put the part numbers down below with links to the parts so you can check out the prices yourself. So I'm replacing everything from the muffler back, intermediate pipe, resonator, for what the muffler shop would just replace this. So as you know, my luck would be I get this done and then the rear one would rot out. So I said, well, we're going to bite the bullet and do it. I will also say that in this video, I am going to use an air cutter. In most of my videos, I try to use tools that I think everybody would have available to them. And I've done my fair share of exhaust work using a hacksaw. I've used a grinder, I've used a reciprocating saw, and I think I've even used a Dremel at one point to cut hangers and things. So you have a lot of options there, and I apologize, I am going to cheese out on this one a little bit because I just want to get it done, right? So I'll try to get as much footage as I can for you, and as I'm going through it, obviously if you don't have an air cutter, realize that, you know, a hacksaw will do the job. It might take a little bit more work, take a little bit more time, but you can definitely do it without the tools that I'm going to be using. So let's go ahead and get this car up off the ground and get started. And if I have any profanity or curse words, I'm just going to bleep those out or cut them out in the edit. Alright, let's get started. I just want to give you a quick look here. You can see that the muffler's rotting out right there at the seam, and that's where the leak is. Alright, so I have the vehicle up off the ground. I've got jack stands, I've got the front wheels locked, I've got the jacks up with tension, but not so that they're supporting the entire weight of the vehicle. We're going to start by removing the existing exhaust from the back. And you can see that this is a welded pipe, and it's welded up front as well. So it's not like we can just remove clamps. This is where the cutting is going to come into play. And incidentally, I believe I have a bad axle seal on my rear passenger axle. So that may be an upcoming video. So what we're going to do is fire up the compressor and cut this pipe, and then we'll probably just cut these as well because we can, and we like to throw sparks. All right, let me see if I can get the camera where we can actually get a little bit of footage. I may not show the whole thing, but you got to get the gist of it here. This is coming out first, all right? So up front we do have a clamp here. It's got a 9/16" nut on it. I've hit it with some penetrating fluid. I fully expect that we're either going to twist this off or I'll end up having to cut it. But I thought it'd be worth hitting it with an impact wrench just to see, okay? Well, I'll be damned. When in doubt, get a bigger hammer. It's just about out, and we've got that one hanger holding it on the other end. We're just going to break it loose here. Okay. All right, while I can, I want to show you something real quick. The Walker part number that I have down below is for this muffler. And you can see that there's a difference in the offset, okay? So this muffler is not a direct replacement for this OEM piece without the intermediate pipe, okay? Because that compensates for the offset difference, all right? So I just want to point that out. You can't just buy this piece and expect it to fit because it's not going to line up. And you can see what I mean from a top-down view, okay? So then I went ahead and got the rear piece, which is right there, okay? We're going to go ahead and get everything installed and hanging and put together, but not going to tighten any clamps. That's important, all right? Alright, so the new muffler is a tight fit into the existing exhaust, which I kind of expected. So I'm going to use this Lyle exhaust pipe expander just a little bit to give us some room to insert the new muffler. Okay, you can see that did expand. I'm just going to do a little bit more. I don't want to go much. And we'll try the muffler out. Alright, so make sure that you're paying attention to the inlet and outlet on your exhaust here. Let's see if we expanded it enough. And we did. That was just right. Okay, so I will link to that Lyle tool down below. Alright, again, what we're doing is just getting everything in place where it needs to be, and then we'll tighten the clamps down. Okay, obviously that needs to sit like that, but without a clamp it's gonna shift. Okay, but that needs to be like that. Alright, so this pipe here is a little bit out of round. I don't know if you can see it from your angle, but clearly it's from shipping. Actually, you can probably see it's how it's sort of done up. Okay, and it just gives us another chance to use the Lyle tailpipe expander tool. I may make a separate video just with this footage here. Alright, all I'm going to do now is just tighten up the clamps. I've left them a little bit loose because I've got to kick that muffler up. You can see it's tilted just a little bit. Okay, so hey, thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up if you found this helpful. This actually wasn't too bad. Okay, stay tuned. I'm probably going to do a rear axle seal on this passenger side here on this Equinox. But if you're doing your exhaust on your Equinox and you're using these Walker parts, I'll have all the part numbers down below. You can just click the links. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm telling you, the money you save by doing it yourself, you can buy all the parts, you can probably buy the tools you need, and you come out ahead of the game. Alright? Hey, thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and have fun.